All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto the Most High Power Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and peace to Yakim who go out throughout the four corners of the earth to teach us truth, in all sincerity. So, just another day in Babylon, another day to, teach us truth. Give thanks to the Most High Power for this wisdom, and that's exactly what I want to get into is this wisdom. Wisdom. Sophia, as brothers in the truth know it, is compared to a comely and delicate woman, right? But fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the beginning of wisdom. And there's multiple scriptures in here that start out with that. Now, they all end a little bit differently, so I'm going to read them all. So it might get a little repetitive, but I want to make sure that this point is brought forth. So I'd like to start with First Proverbs, verse 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right? So what are the three things that we always pray for is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? So fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right? So that's why, first and foremost, you gotta fear the Lord. You gotta fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Because he is the one that can destroy your soul, right, in the hell, as they say, in the grave. So, with that fear comes the knowledge. Because if you fear the Most High, you're going to do what's right. You're going to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. You're going to do your due diligence, which is to go out into the highways and the byways and teach this truth to the elect. Yahweh Shai said, feed my sheep, feed his flock, So that's what our duty is as men, is to gird up our loins and go out and teach this truth. So with that fear, if you have that fear on you, this truth is gonna be a breeze. Now, I'm not saying that like, this and this and that. Even the Apostle Tahar, I was just watching this video and he said, he ain't saying he's perfect, and especially for a young man like myself coming in this truth, not of age, but of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as far as being young. You have to humble yourself. And I've always had a strong, healthy fear for the Most High, because I know he was the creator of all things, even before I came into this knowledge. Proverbs 9 and 10, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. See how they're all tying together? Right? The first one said fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, right? But a fool hate wisdom and instruction. Now this one says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and the knowledge of the holy. And who's the holy? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, is understanding. Right? So having that fear on you this is the first step to this truth. Because if you have the fear, you're going to do as you're commanded. Just like if you fear your father when you were young, you was going to do what he told you to do. Right? Or you knew you was going to get that judgment. Right? So let's go to Job 28 and 28. So this is Job 28 and 28. And unto man he said, behold, fear the Most High, that is wisdom, and depart from evil, and to depart. Salaki, let me start over. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. And how do we depart from evil? By gaining this knowledge. Right? And what is wisdom? applying your knowledge. Right? That is what wisdom is. And that's exactly what these scriptures are talking about. These scriptures are telling us to be wise. And to understand what that means, you have to dig into these scriptures. And when you dig into these scriptures, you're going to find that the Lord is powerful. The Most High Power is very, very, he's a man of war. So that fear should be on you. Job 28 and 28 is, is tying the other two scriptures together, right? Because precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Just to see. I mean, we all know what fear is, but let's see what the Bible says. Right? And the word for fear is yirah. Right? And the definition, fear, also used as infinitive, morally, reverence, dreadful, exceedingly fearfulness, to fear, to reverence. Right? I want to look at that word reverence. Salah. Alright, let's see what this word reverence means. Go to the online etymology. And let's see. Alright, reverence. Late 13th century, from Old French reverence, respect, respect, from Latin reverentia, respect, from reverie, to stand in awe of, respect, honor, fear, be afraid of, revere, from intensive prefix. Vereri, stand in awe of, fear, respect, right? All of that. And that's what we do with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We fear and we respect it. All right, this is Psalms 111 and 10. And see, that's 4 ones right there. Right, that's wisdom. The power, the numerical power of this number is wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Again, it's tying all of what we just said together. Again, I'm going to read it one more time. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Right? There goes that word endureth, that word praise. And praise goes with that fear. Reverence. Right? And understanding have all they that do his commandments. Why? Because they fear the Most High and they know that they have to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. So they study these scriptures diligently to make their calling and election sure. Because we understand what's to come in this place Babylon. And it ain't going to be nothing pretty. Right? It's going to be a day of darkness and not light. So, understanding that, are we going to sit back and just do what we want to do? Are we going to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High? A man of the Lord is going to fear. And that fear will be on him thick. And that's what's going to push him to follow to follow in the footsteps of Yahushua. And I'm gonna read these last scriptures and get up out of here. This is Ecclesiasticus, right, or Sirach, chapter 1, verse 11. Again, all them ones. That's wisdom. The fear of the Lord is honor, and glory, and gladness, and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy, and gladness, and long life. Why? Because you're going to be, again, diligently digging through these scriptures and applying them to your life. You can know all this stuff. You can have wisdom, knowledge, but in order to understand, you need to study. You need to read. So we do our best to study, learn, and apply. Applying this to your life is that understanding of wisdom. Right? Whoso feareth the Most High, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. Right? So remember, the Most High understood Jacob and Esau. He chose them in the womb. Jacob to be the heir, and Esau to be the slave. The elder shall serve the younger. Right? He did that in the womb. So if you have that fear, you will have that fear in the womb. Right? Verse 16, to fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits. She filleth all their house with things desirable, and the gardener with the increase. Right? Because we are all husbandmen. We are all tilling. Right? But our fruit is these labors. Going out on the highways and byways and fishing for men. Verse 18, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Verse 19, wisdom raineth down, skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalteth them to honor that hold her fast. Right? To hold her fast means that you hold it in reverence, right? Because these words are of the Most High, and the word is Yahushua. Verse 20, the root of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turn away wrath. Right? So, ultimately, fear the Lord. Fear the Lord and do the work. That's it. With that, hopefully this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom.